Hey guys, I hope you're having a really good day and making some really good trades. And yep, we can see that our breakout actually played out really well. And we actually, if we measure from the target, from this triangle right here, we can see that we did reach technically almost our target. If we drop from the wick, maybe. But yeah, we always want to take our profits before. I think we could draw this a little better from there. Obviously, maybe like this. That would be a little better. Yeah. Do it from there like that. Then yeah, we kind of hit our target of 33,500, and then we took a small dip back to the downside. So yeah, really good trade, guys. You could have taken your profits here. I have not taken profits yet. I still think we have some ways to go. I think it's very possible that we could go back up to hit 34,000, but as we can see right here, these lines right there, we are running into some resistance. We ran into some resistance there, but we fell back down to hit the support level. If you would have entered some trades here, that would have been good, and then you could have made some nice gains, go back up. Right now, we're hitting to the resistance one more time. We could look at the smaller time frames right now. Could potentially be forming maybe another triangle right here. We got some higher highs, but right now, if that's the case, then it would be breaking down. If we are looking at the smaller time frames, that candle closes in 5 minutes, so I guess it has 5 minutes to pump back up. Unless if we break down from that, maybe we could probably be going back down. But yeah, this is basically maybe another continuation pattern like this. We look at the 1 hour now. Yeah, so this 1 hour candle still has a lot of time to play out. We could see yesterday we had this big wick downwards. Even on the smaller time frames, even though we closed underneath, we definitely want to look at the large time frames for confirmation. As we can see, the 1 hour closed above, and then we pumped up to the upside. Some people entered some shorts preemptively, got stopped out, and then even maybe liquidated after this massive run up. I mean, it's not massive, but from like this perspective, it looks pretty big. So we're sitting currently at a nice, well, I mean, if we look at this price level, we're still in a nice little almost 25% profit. Yesterday we probably hit something around 30% profit. But then we're just trending around this area right now. I'm not too worried. We're just sitting at 32,900. What could come from the short term? Well, just by looking at the Wyckoff event, we could be going back for maybe another retest after the breakout. So I think we could potentially be going back up to 34,000 and then go back. So something like this, where we go back up here and then come back down, test this, and then potentially fight that area and break out, and then come back down, and then so on and so forth. But obviously, this like big downtrend line, this big downtrend line, kind of ends at around like July 13, 12. But obviously, I don't think it's going to reach this area. I think we're going to break out way before then, or at least a big move is coming way before then. And yeah, the fundamentals are still strong with Bitcoin. The U.S. just printed another $1 trillion, or they passed the bill for the infrastructure bill for Joe Biden's $1 trillion bill. So just look at the data, guys. Look at just the facts of what's happening in the economy. I'm not worried at all. I do think the price will rise to 100,000, and it inevitably will. It's just by looking at the data, we can see on Market Cipher we had that manipulation X yesterday, and then look at that, there was no heavy dump yet. It could technically happen, we could still dump, but I'm not too sure anymore. We can see that the weekly is about to close in 7 hours, so we're gonna have to take a look at that to see if we do get a small green dot. We could look at the Bitstamp chart to get a better view. Yeah, we can see the money flow is green and it's starting to come back down a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that right now. Just gonna analyze day by day, week by week. That's how we do it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord, I definitely recommend you guys join the Discord. It's free. We're not charging like all the other channels. They charge you to enter their Discords and pay for monthly fees, stuff like that. We're not gonna do that to you. You just come in and we make good trades every day. And I love to share my trades with the community. I'm just giving back to the community. Yep. And we could even go look at the hash ribbons as a nice little indicator if my chart loads. Yeah, we could definitely see that the hash ribbon, just day by day, they keep getting wider and wider and wider. Just gonna wait for that point where the it starts to reverse and potentially, you know, starts to close back up like this. We definitely want to see the hash ribbons close and then cross again. And when they cross, then that would be very, very good. That means a buy signal could be coming soon, but right now there's no there's no end in sight. It just seems like it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So definitely you could go look at it yourself on TradingView. It's a free indicator and it's a very reliable one. And now we can even zoom out to the stock to flow model. You know, we could be on the verge of invalidating the stock to flow model if we do take another dump to the downside and we stay there for months at a time. Then the stock to flow model would be invalidated. But if honestly, if it does pump, then that would just make me so happy, because then it would confirm that the stock to flow model is still accurate and still holds true. Anyways, I just want to talk about Ethereum as well. I have not been trading Ethereum lately, but we could see that on the weekly time frame we had a red X on this week, and then on the daily time frame as well we had that green dot, but then took another dump to the downside. So these green dots are like a potential bottom, but more green dots can follow, especially when you're in such a heavy downtrend and the money flow is getting worse and worse and worse. But the RSI is starting to bottom out, so we could be due for a relief rally soon. So just keep that in mind, guys. We can even look at the 4-hour on the shorter time frames. You know, we've been going down for so much. A lot of manipulation X's on Ethereum. So I'm not trying to stay away from that when there's so many manipulation X's, especially on larger time frames like the 4-hour. And yeah, just super happy, making really good trades lately. Everything seems to be working out really well. We are running into some heavy resistance, but what I do like to see is the test and test and test and another test. You know, that just shows that it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and eventually we will break out, and if not, then we could break down. But this still holds as if this holds as support again, then we could potentially be maybe looking at something like this, where we go on the larger time frames like the 1-hour or the 4-hour even. Maybe not the 4-hour to get a better view at it. Take a look at the 1-hour. Maybe we could be making a small little W like this. Maybe that could be a potential pattern to play out, and then into a bigger W, as we can see right here. This is a W pattern. Oops, sorry, just give me one moment. We got a W pattern right here. Just struggling to make my my lines today, guys. So if we do that, that could potentially play out too. But what also like is the main W pattern I want to talk about is this one right here. It's the big one where we go there, and we could potentially go back up and test this level. If we do break out a little bit, there is another resistance level at 35,000. So definitely take that into account. We entered our trades at 31,000. We are in profit right now. And yeah, if you want some live trade updates, definitely join the Discord, guys. All right, you have a wonderful day, and don't use too much leverage, and keep safe, guys. Love you guys. Peace.